Well, play the intro. Play it.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So, before I even get into what I'm about to say, I do want to say, I think that Philadelphia is a top tier team. They clearly won tonight, by the way. I'm going to ruin it for you, just like my Sunday was ruined. Especially their defense. I hate everything about Philly, first of all. I hate that Oscar the Grouch color they have. I hate Philadelphia cheesesteaks. I hate the fan base. I don't like Nick Sirianni. I don't like him at all with this fake crocodile tear during the national anthem ass. I don't like anything about Philadelphia. But I am a person, your favorite Cowboy fan, who will credit where credit is due. First, I'm gonna tip my hat to the Philadelphia defense and the front office. The front office has been phenomenal. You guys are just phenomenal. Jalen Hurts, I've always, if you know me, you know that I have not been a fan of Jalen Hurts. Is he a good quarterback? Yes. I think he's a good quarterback. He didn't really kill us today. 200 yards. Efficient. 17 for 23, which is really efficient, but 207 yards. Not really crazy numbers. DeAndre Swift, 18 rushes for 43 yards. So I'm saying all this to say that our defense also held its own. Made sure that they came in. Tony Pollard he had a solid, day today. I wish we got him a little involved more at the beginning of the game, but he didn't have a phenomenal game. Turpin was amazing in punt returns and kick returns. I think that you were great. You were amazing. You probably the best special teams guy we've had since Dwayne Harris. For those who don't know, for you fellow Cowboy fans. CeeDee Lamb went off with the W. OWF today. 11 receptions, 191 yards. 16 targets. It's a lot, but he still did his job. I have a love-hate relationship with Michael Gallup. You used to be one of my favorite receivers, and that drop really, really, really hurt us. But I personally think that you made sure that you did what you could with those two great catches to continue to let the drive go on that were tough. Today was one of Dak's, this was probably his best performance that I've seen this season. I like the decisive throws. I like, I kind of wish you spread the ball around a little bit more, but I like what you gave us. You gave us good chances to win. Here's where the criticism comes. Oh, sorry. Let me give you props one more time before I say this. You finally hit Ferguson today. And for all those who've been watching me, I've been saying, throw the ball to Ferguson. We threw it to Ferguson, got a touchdown. We threw it to Ferguson when it was tough and it was 3rd and long, and we got a first. We threw it to Ferguson when it was 4th and we needed the first. We got a first. And for some reason, we are just now figuring this out. What week is it? Let's continue to give him the ball. Let's continue to feed CD. If you don't like Michael Gallup, cool. Either trade him or use him. Go deep, which leads me to my next point. The guy that we picked up this offseason, Brandon Cooks, who's had 1,000 yards with every single team that he's played with, had 2 targets tonight for 1 yard. While CD had 16, 4 of those could have went to Cook. Hendershot's not getting any burn for whatever reason. I don't think it's just that he's not good. I personally don't, because we continue to not play. Look, we're just not giving it to Ferguson, and he's nice. McCarthy is not more, but he's also not good. It's good that I can make myself laugh through these times. I digress. At the end of the game, Dak, you made a great run, but your field awareness is dog. You can't step out. Nobody pushed you. You stepped out of bounds. Dive early. Dive. Whatever. You take a sack. You don't step up. You don't throw the ball away. I don't know. I don't know. It's small things like that separates winning teams from losing teams. Clearly, we lost tonight because of stuff like that. The small things like that. You targeting Cooks would have spread out the defense, which would have allowed Pollard to eat more on the ground. You ran more this game than I've ever seen you do in the past 2-3 years, and I loved it. I loved that for you. I really appreciate it. To be honest, I do. The play design at the end of the game, we threw the ball to CD again in front of the end zone while all the Philadelphia Eagles were behind in the end zone. Instead of just throwing it up to our tall receivers. Why? Questions that need to be answered. Why did we not have Hendershot and Ferguson in there and just throw it to the end zone? They're both tall. Just throw it to the tall guys and let them go up and make a play. You don't know what's going to happen. But if you throw it in front of the end zone before we know what's going to happen. They're probably going to get tackled before they get to the end zone. That's why you throw it in the end zone, because you never know what's going to happen. It could be tipped. It could be anything. Ferguson turning to Michael Jordan off of Space Jam. I don't know, but I do know that if you throw in front of the end zone, that we will not get there because there are too many defenders in the end zone that will come out to make sure that they tackle him, which they did. It was just a frustrating game. And this is my last point before I leave here. I call things for how I see it. Today, it seems like we were facing so much adversity with the Eagles at home, man. Because we had to play that offensive line that's monstrous. We had to play that defensive line that's monstrous. And we had to face the monstrous refs today. I'm sure you're going to say there were calls on both sides. Here's the thing. I don't remember seeing Eagles upset to where they're throwing fits because they're not getting calls. That's how bad it was. Bro, I'm not BSing you. When I saw Bradbury hit Gallup in the face and do this, it was enough for the ref to throw a flag, and they showed the replay. The ref picked up the flag. They said,
"Oh, it was against us." I forgot who was signing my checks.
He literally saw an infraction, throw a flag because it was that bad, and you said, you know what? I don't want to give, and put it back in your pocket. Even the announcer, Greg Olson, said, how do you not call that? Because they work for the Eagles. Okay, if not that, there were plays where I'm sure I was watching the offensive line hold. They're already good. They don't have to hold, right? But it happens. It's part of the game. Michael Parsons was so upset that he was not getting calls. He was spitting mad and throwing fists like, yo, come on, you going to call it? And then they showed the replay because I didn't see it at first. They showed the replay. My man, hey, nothing. He's like, bro, what is call it?
He said, man, if you don't get out of my face, man, you know what this is.
So I will give credit for the Eagles for being a legit team. That's why it doesn't bother me. I feel like for us to lose like that closely, what happens when we don't play at y'all's field? Now, my problem is I don't want y'all to have home field advantage because if y'all do, we know the flags are going to come flying out. I can handle a loss. I'll be like, man, damn, we just lost. Damn, they were just better than us. I don't like the game being affected by the refs. I don't like it. I can't accept that. I cannot accept that. I can accept, man, Jalen just ate us up. Man, A.J. Brown was just killing us. Man, hey, Swift was eating. Man, we couldn't get past Lane Johnson. I can accept that. But calls that can affect the game and prolong drives. There were so many false starts, too, on the edge. High kick, first kick. I was like, hey, no false, no, nothing. Oh, they pulled on his jersey. I saw one where Julio Jones got his shirt pulled. I said, okay, cool. I saw C.D. Lamb get pulled. I saw him get pulled. And I was like, we're going to get a flag. The beginning of the game. He looked at the ref. He said, all right. Because he knew what it was. And I hate making this. I hate it. I hate making excuses. But somebody got to check out these refs. I saw it against Miami. And I knew it was going to happen against us. But they got to check these boys out. Please. With that being said, that's the end of the game, man. You know, Cowboys lost 23 to the Eagles 28. Flags or no flags, they are a top team in the NFC and the league. Try to forget about this, because to be honest, for anybody that's Cowboy Nation, all Cowboy Nation who's listening, the silver lining is they gotta come play at our field where there's not Philly fans reffing. We'll see you next week. See you next week when we face the Giants. Not looking forward to it. Don't really care. I'm pretty much, like I said, I don't have much faith in us as long as Dakota's our quarterback. Cowboys. Cowboy Breakdown. It's your boy Anthony. See you next week.